Anger is a common type of emotion that manifests itself whenever you dislike something. In our today's conversation, we look at the 4 types of anger and how we can overcome them. The first type of anger is annoyance. Annoyance is the ordinary expression of our dislikes every day. At one point, we should dislike something. There is nothing uncommon about annoyance anger. It manifests almost every day to all of us. Annoyance anger is not a very serious type of anger, as it lasts for a very short time and it is manageable. The second type of anger is aggressive anger. People exhibit aggressive anger in order to control, to intimidate, or to manipulate other people around them. In most cases, people who exhibit aggressive anger tend to hide their inner weaknesses. In a family setup, it is not uncommon to find one of the spouses trying to use aggressive anger as a way of trying to camouflage so that the other spouse doesn't question of their weaknesses. What people who exhibit aggressive anger don't know is that aggressive anger tends to destroy their security from inside, such that they live a life of fear, and as a way of expressing their fear, they tend to be angry. The other type of anger is called temper tantrums. Temper tantrums tends to be the disproportional type of anger. This is where the cause of the anger is not proportional to the type of reaction that one exhibits. This type of anger typically originates from the development of a child and the maturation process. There are those kids that are not able to overcome temper tantrums even after their teenage. They tend to get into their early adulthood and their middle adulthood with the same tempers, and these type of people are very difficult to relate with. The last type of anger that we discussed today is the justifiable anger. Justifiable anger is a way of expressing our outrage towards the world injustices. Its intensity can be channeled into our passions and our action for change. This is a very productive type of anger. However, if it is prolonged, it becomes unhealthy as it robs you the peace of mind. Today, we look at the 3 things that you can cultivate in your life in order to overcome anger. The first thing is to identify triggers. Triggers are those people, those things, those places that tend to make you angry. If you can be able to avoid them, the better. However, if they are absolutely inevitable, then try to minimize your contact with them. The next thing that you can do to overcome anger is whenever you're angry, take a step back. Do not act immediately. Whenever you're angry, try to count from 10 to 1. If you're very angry, then try to count from 100 to 1. By the time you get to 1, your anger will have minimized. Another thing that you can do is try to consult a behavioral cognitive therapist who can be able to take you through the process of healing if the anger is resulting from deep-rooted pain. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, but above all, remain inspired as you remain tuned.